Oh, you heard that? Boom, +9. Okay then. And they've called it they've labeled it a webinar, not a hearing.
Did that work for you? No.
Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me? Says you're using device audio on my end, so I need you to confirm whether you can hear me.
Hey, James, I'm gonna move you
I'm
over
detaining you,
to
Jennifer. Jennifer, I'm detaining you
and then
before
we're
we
gonna
get
get the meeting
started.
okay?
I'm detaining you before we get started. I am detaining you. I'm detaining you before we get started to ask some questions. Can you hear me? Do you understand? Do you comprehend? Are you acting on behalf of any court, police? I need a verbal only. And now she's look at that. Now she's changing. Now she don't want to be seen all of a sudden. You're in public office. What did RTC tell me? Huh? What did RTC say? I guess it's probably not the job for you then. Hello? Audio's on. They heard. She went and turned her audio off.
Welcome to pound, 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 pound.
So that would be excluding a defendant from a phase in the proceeding.
Okay, I'm gonna get the meeting started.
That's against your own law.
Recording in progress.
Not a meeting, hearing.
Right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the City of Reno Parking Appeal Hearing For the purpose of today's hearing, my name is Jennifer Gutierrez from the City of Reno Parking Services, and I will be facilitating this virtual hearing today. My role as a facilitator is to call appellants in the order of appearance and document decisions made by the hearing officer. Under no circumstances can I assist in the decision-making process, but from time to time may need to clarify information for the record. The hearing officer presiding over today's hearing will be Jill Greiner.
Will you spell that, please?
Discuss the process.
Will you spell that? Hey,
Will
will you spell that, please? Will you spell that for me? 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 Jill Greiner, as in Griner? Hey, I've got a case in front of the district court against the city of Reno. I'm suing you. I'm recording for my purposes. Okay, then ask me to leave. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. As a panelist, you can unmute and start video, which means you will be visible to others in the webinar. If the host or panelists decide to record, live stream, or archive the webinar after you unmute, your participation will be included. The recording may be... And now it's gone. No. The recording may be shared with Smart Recording, which uses AI technology, which may include third-party models. The host would like you to speak. If you choose to unmute, others in the webinar will be able to hear you. If the host or panelists decide to record, live stream, or archive the webinar after you unmute, your voice will be included. The recording may be shared with Smart Recording, which uses AI technology, which may include third-party models. Zoom does not use any audio, video, chat, screen sharing attachments, or other communication. But no. Chat disabled. So they won't even let me chat. So I clicked raise hand. And then they try to pop up again. No, I do not give you permission to use my voice or to give. Nope. Nope. My hand is raised. My hand is raised, and they're not acknowledging. My hand is raised, and they're not acknowledging. My hand is raised, and they're not acknowledging. And again, I clicked on chat, and they have disabled it. Not gonna happen.
Okay, Jordan, I'm gonna have us go to the next appellant, and then we'll come back to you since we are not able to hear you.
I'm gonna go ahead and burn this to my disk and just serve it to them.
Okay, so I'm going to move over James Bell. So we're actually going to start with James Bell. He's appealing tickets 23E03712 and 23E03713. So James, if you could please unmute yourself, state your name for the record, and then begin speaking. And James, I'm sorry, we can't hear you. I believe you were connected with your phone a minute ago, but it doesn't look like that's the case anymore. James, are you calling in?
I will not consent to using my voice to any third party or even Zoom or even the city. I have a pending active case in front of the district court against the city, and I will be using this. Why do you disable chat? I will be serving you soon, city. I ask Bill Greiner to dismiss this ticket because I simply cannot afford to pay it. Please and thank you. Why can't I share my screen and show evidence? (9:40). Okay, so 9:39 a.m., 9:40 a.m., 9:40 a.m. Is the officer acting on behalf of and or for any court? 9:41 a.m. Are you aware of preliminary waiver agreement in CR 15-1445 in the district court? Jennifer Gutierrez, 9:40 a.m. All of a sudden, and I showed you it wasn't there, and now we're at 9:41 and it is there. Your chat is not disabled, but it is not visible until you are moved to a panelist. You will need to accept the request to be promoted to panelist to communicate with the hearing officer. Not gonna happen. And let's close. Let's go to chat. And what does it say? Disabled! False statements!
Thank you for calling Parking Services for the City of Reno. Our office hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. To request a call back, please leave your name and phone number, and we'll return your call within 24 hours. Gracias por llamar al servicio de estacionamiento para la ciudad de Reno. Nuestro horario de oficina es lunes a viernes de 9 de la mañana a 4 de la tarde. Deje un mensaje con su nombre y número de teléfono. Can you hear me?
No answer. What are y'all doing driving on the boulevard? You have no authority over here. You have no jurisdiction. Please leave. You think I can't taste that? Come on now. Get the fuck out of here. Stop stalking me. Stop harassing me.
Hello? Hello? Hi. Trying to get through. Oh no, okay, I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad we figured it out. Jill, if you're available, we can proceed with Mr. Bell and his tickets. I'm available. Okay. Hi. Sorry about that. Please go ahead, James. Hi, Judge. Hi, good morning.
Judge. Not officer?
Good. So,
Liars! False statements! Still no answer. Still no reply.
And the placard.
Yes. I don't know why he gave me tickets. There's the DMV, and I do this every year. I have it smogged and then pay for it at the smog place.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a little gap, but the stickers don't come usually right away. But the registration was current when he gave me the ticket.
Okay. Well, was there a tag on there? What was
the tag? There's no date on there. I didn't receive the tag until after. I just didn't have it. The tag, the registration, it was in the car and it was current.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, you have to do.
They don't have a date on these on the DMV. I'm not sure when they sent it, but it was after December.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all that was current, and then the placard was current. The other ones, the placards, you probably know about this. They disintegrate.
I didn't.
And they break. Well, I had two placards. One was last for that vehicle, and then I put a second one in there because the other one just disintegrated. They fall apart during the sun. So I had a piece of the other. I had two placards in there, basically.
Yeah. Well, you didn't get cited for, that offense. That's $250. I just I'm more concerned with the registration. And okay.
Yeah, the registration was current.
Okay.
It was current when he gave me the ticket. I don't know why he gave me a ticket.
Okay, and I couldn't. I guess I'm gonna have to take your word for it that the car is registered.
Yes, yeah, it's right here. Can you see it? It was registered
9:47 a.m. Badge number and credentials and or of election, please.
I took it in November. And they registered at the spot place. I do the same every year, and then they send me the sticker. I don't know how this. I mean, he should be able to look up my registration if he's can he look up the registration when he's in the field?
Well, you're just supposed to. We're talking about if there's a sticker that's valid, and that's I don't know if they look it up, but if you're supposed to have a sticker. So
I had to wait for the DMV to mail it, so I had received it yet. So there's only so much I can do. I had it registered on time, and it was never unregistered.
Yeah, I understand. So yeah.
And I've had this problem before where they steal your plates and your stickers, and then they don't. They have to have some way of figuring out if you're current.
I got it. What about the overtime with parking meter?
No, there wasn't any overtime. It was just the placard. He read the wrong placard. There's a picture of the placard. Hang on.
Seven seven five 328 775 no 1775 323 8928.
Sorry, hang on a second.
Sounds like a City of Reno number, doesn't it? From Virtual Office or 8x8. Big false imposters!
I believe so.
CBS Enterprises, this is coming to you too now.
Windshield wiper, and I guess he just read the wrong one because the other one was busted.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why he gave you a ticket if there was not a valid placard out.
The placard's found.
Oh, really?
She's got a copy of it.
Really?
At the office.
Really?
I have to buy. I mean, it's on my. I can't. I'd have to find it on my. Send you a copy. Another copy.
Huh.
Does she have it?
Now you just turned $20 into probably more than $75,000.
Was that the placard in the picture that I'm looking at that she sent me? It looks like it expires 2025. Okay.
Yeah.
Was that on your dashboard or hanging up in your car
when I take it to United States District Court?
Like I said, there was I have three vehicles, so I have to have three placards. The one that was broken was in the corner. He should have looked at the other one because that was current. The one that was supposed with that vehicle broke, so I stuck a second one in there so I wouldn't get a ticket.
Well, there's again, I don't think it was visible. That's why he gave you the ticket, or he or she. And
I don't know how he could possibly say that wasn't video. It was right there in the windshield.
When did you get this one? That's the one that you provided to the city. When did you get that?
The same date.
As you got the registration.
No, the same date I came into. What do you mean? When I came into the city?
No. This placard in the picture that Jennifer sent me.
9:52
It looks
a.m.
like it expires
Still no response.
2025.
Yeah.
When did you get that?
Last year. I don't know what date I got it. You know, I have to get a doctor's appointment to get those.
Yeah.
I have to go into the DMV. I went in and they wouldn't. Actually, I went to the DMV and they wouldn't.
9:52 a.m. May I be excused, please, so you can await being served?
And so I just had that in the window because it had disintegrated and they wouldn't replace it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what. Everything I had was current in there. I don't know why he's ticketing me down there. I mean, I'm trying to get work done here, and here we are again.
Yeah, I know that there's been a history, but I don't have any proof besides the fact that they wrote this ticket, and they didn't. It's good that you weren't parked in a handicap spot because that would have been a $250 ticket. What I'm going to do is I'll dismiss the improper registration. The overtime I'll knock it down to $10. That's
overtime. Well, okay, so that's what it was for overtime.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's all right. So that's that.
$10.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep. Thank you. And
Thanks.
Next case.
Okay. Thank you, James. We'll send you a confirmation email with your information for the decision, and then just as a reminder, you'll have to pay within the next 15 days so that the hearing decision doesn't revert. Okay?
Can we do that over the phone?
You can make a payment over the phone. Yes, you can call us.
I'll call the office when in an hour or.
Yeah, I would give it at least an hour so I can put in the decision, and then you can call and make your payment.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a great day, James. Okay. I'm going to try this again with Jordan. I don't know if you have access to the chat or the Q&A, Jill.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Zito has sent a series of questions. So I don't know how you would like to handle this. He appears to not want to connect to audio, but is requesting that his video be dismissed.
I guess, do you want me to respond?
If you would like to, I
Appears?
don't know what we are required to do. Mr. Zito, if you would like to ask questions of Joe, you can unmute yourself and speak at this time, and we can handle your case.
No.
Otherwise, Jill, you can decide how you would like to proceed.
Yeah, Mr. Zito, this is the date and time set for a hearing. It's not a written appeal, so I'm here to listen to any defense you might have. I don't know all of the things you've written in the chat. I understand that you're asking for dismissal because you can't afford to pay, but I don't. The other things that you're talking about in the chat,
State them.
I don't feel like they're relevant.
Ha! Okay.
And he has not done so.
9:56 a.m. I don't care what you feel. Will you make your decision?
And he has sent a series of questions in the chat that Jill has looked at. So Jill, I think at this point, if you would like to make a decision, we can go from there.
Okay. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. It looks like if this is a hardship, I'm going to knock it down to $10, but otherwise there's no defense. So I'll knock the $20
There'll be
fine
no
down to
defense for you. No,
If you'd
thank you.
like, I'll type the answer.
If you want to provide a defense, please unmute yourself. So denial of due process, denial of an evidentiary hearing.
Based on that decision, Jordan, you have 15 days to contact our office and make payment. I'll send you an email with the information so you can make the payment online, or you can come to the office and make the payment here or over the phone as well. So you are all set. You're welcome to leave the hearing at this time.
I'm going to go ahead and leave too. That concludes the morning docket. Right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Gutierrez. Thank you.
9:58 a.m. Are you aware all welfare recipients are entitled to an evidentiary hearing without giving up rights? 9:57 a.m. Reduce to $10. And then they close it out. And then she called it a docket.